What's up guys, my name is Alex and welcome to another Bold Type video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Bold Type Season 2 Episode 7. Now just before I get into this video, I want to mention that I did a live reaction to this episode. So if you want to see me react live to it, that's up on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Yeah, definitely go check that out. Also, obviously, like all my review videos, if you haven't watched the episode first, I do recommend that because there's going to be a ton of spoilers in this video. So if you don't want spoilers, go watch the episode first and then come back here. But let's talk about this episode of the Bold Type. I have a lot of feels, I really do. So if you guys watched my I didn't do a Bold Type specific video last week for reasons, but I did talk about it in my most recent Les Talk. If you guys watched that, you will have seen my thoughts going into this episode about Kat and Adena's situation. To give you a quick idea, if you guys didn't watch it, I do recommend watching it. But just to quickly go over my thoughts, I was excited and keen for the idea of Kat exploring her sexuality, right? I think it's something that we don't usually see in shows where characters think they're straight and then they meet this other character and who's, you know, of the same sex, and then they've figured themselves out. We don't really get that storyline of them actually figuring out their sexuality and figuring out, you know, their likes, their dislikes, all that sort of stuff that they've mentioned in the Bold Type. I did mention that I wasn't a fan of the cheating storyline leading into this storyline, which, you know, is still the case. I'm not a fan of cheating storylines. They're just, you know. I did mention that I thought Kat and Adena were going to break up, right? I thought they were going to break up so Kat could do this storyline. Kat could explore her sexuality. And then potentially towards the end of the season, they get back together. And then season 3, they can spend that season really growing their relationship. That's not how this episode went, though. And I don't know if I'm a fan anymore. I'm really, I don't, like, my thoughts and feels are really conflicted with this storyline, to be honest. So let's talk about what's going on, because I really don't know how to vocalize my thoughts because I don't know how I'm feeling. I should mention right off the bat, I'm not a relationship person. I'm really bad at relationships. So I will probably have different views and thoughts as other people. Obviously, we all have different views and opinions on relationships, but these are just mine. So from what we know, from what we've sort of been shown and indicated, both Kat and Adena seem to be monogamous people, correct? I feel like this is where my hesitation for this storyline comes from, right? I have nothing against open relationships, nothing against polyamory. If anything, I'm a huge fan, right? But I think it's a really, really sticky situation, or really like thin line they're walking where they have monogamous characters, but they're sort of going down this open relationship storyline, not because, you know, Adena wants to, not because it's beneficial for her, and, you know, they're going down it so Kat doesn't resent Adena. Like, that's her logic. She doesn't want Kat to resent her now or in the future. She doesn't want Kat to hate her, right? That's the only reason why she's going down this open relationship way, and that felt a little weird to me. I felt a little uncomfortable by that. But then I think the next thing that really sort of bugged me maybe is that, okay, they went down the open relationship storyline and Adena was doing this and she's like, I have rules, you know, we have guidelines that we can go down that's gonna help me feel comfortable about this, because she is a monogamous person. And she sort of highlighted all those rules, but they didn't, like, neither of them really respected the rules. And I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if this was a real life situation, it would not have gone this cleanly. I just feel like they're touching on a storyline, but not really committing to it, you know? Like, they're like, let's flirt with this idea, but we don't really want to invest in it. And it seems like this is kind of a common theme with the Bold Type stories that I've noticed, particularly this season. I don't know if it was last season as well, but I have been noticing it a lot this season. Like, they do want to go down these sort of deep, sort of untouched storylines, but they don't want to commit to them. They don't want to linger on them too long. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to continue with this storyline with Kat and Adena, or if that's sort of it wrapped up, because at the end of the episode, it kind of felt like Kat was like, I think she's realizing how well she fits with Adena. And so it does kind of feel like they're wrapping that storyline up very cleanly. I kind of felt this way with the gun storyline this episode. I was excited for them to sort of delve into this storyline, because it is a very relevant thing that's happening today, and especially in America. And I liked the storyline. I liked that they had two different perspectives. Both like valid, right? And I did like that they were going down that way. But again, they wrapped it up so quickly, and they really didn't invest too much in this storyline. In the end, it wasn't even about guns. Like, it wasn't even about guns. Sutton just, had a troubled, childhood, her teenage years were not great. And this was just like a hobby that she had, an activity that she had, that she really grabbed onto because it let her feel control, It was an escape for her. So in the end, it wasn't even like a gun issue, because, once she figured out that and she found another way, she just like chucked away the gun. Like, yeah, they wrapped that storyline up really, really quickly, and it wasn't very satisfactory to me, because like in the end, like I said, it wasn't even a gun control issue. They kind of flirted with the idea that this is a gun control issue, but in the end it wasn't, and they kind of like just wrapped that up. So yeah, I have a lot of feels about this episode, and I don't know how I feel as well, I don't know. I am curious to see where they continue to go with Kat and Adena, if that's going to be about it, and then they get back to being monogamous, or if they're going to continue along this sort of open relationship for a little bit more. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. I would like to know your thoughts on this episode. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, but I think that's about it from me. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, that'd be amazing, and subscribe if you're new, hit the bell. I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.